Welcome to Emotions and Stories. Some places are a witness to untold stories and struggles of people's life. Today's story is about one such place. So let's begin today's story under the banyan tree. In the heart of small town Kanakpur, nestled between markets and serene ghats, stood an old banyan tree. The tree was a meeting point for locals, a resting spot for weary travelers, and an unwitting witness to countless love stories. Among them, the story of Kavya and Aman was one that the town spoke for years about. Kavya was a lively daughter of a local school principal known for her sharp wit and infectious laughter. She was a favorite in the neighborhood. Aman, on the other hand, was the quiet son of a shopkeeper, a boy who preferred books over banter and spent his evenings sketching by the river. Their worlds collided on a warm summer afternoon. Kavya was returning from library, her arms full of books, when a stray dog startled her, causing her to trip. As the book stumbled onto the dusty road, Aman, who had been sketching nearby, rushed to help her. "Careful," he said, handing her a book. "Thanks," Kavya replied, brushing off her kurta. She noticed the sketch pad in his hand. "Are you an artist?" Aman hesitated. Just a hobby," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. "Can I see it?" she asked, her curiosity piqued. Reluctantly, Aman handed her the sketch pad. It was filled with intricate drawings of the town's landmarks, including the banyan tree. Kavya was impressed. "These are beautiful. Have you ever thought of showcasing them?" Aman shrugged. "I don't think anybody would be interested." "I am," Kavya said, smiling. "You should believe in your talent." That brief encounter under the banyan tree sparked an unlikely friendship. Kavya's lively nature complemented Aman's quiet demeanor. She would often drag him to ghats where they would watch the sunset over the river, or to the bustling markets where she would challenge him to sketch the chaotic scenes. In turn, Aman introduced her to the world of art, teaching her to see beauty in the mundane. But their growing closeness didn't go unnoticed. In a town as small as Kanakpur, gossip spread faster than wildfire. One evening, Kavya's father confronted her. "Who's this boy you've been spending so much time with?" he demanded. "Aman," Kavya said defiantly. "He's a friend." "A shopkeeper's son," her father said, his tone disapproving. "You're the principal's daughter, Kavya. You can't be seen with someone like him." Kavya's eyes flashed with anger. "He's more than just a shopkeeper's son, Papa. He's talented and kind, and he believes in me as much as I believe in him." Her father's stern expression softened, but his words were firm. "You will understand when you're older, Kavya. Some friendships are best left as they are." Determined to prove her father wrong, Kavya encouraged Aman to participate in a local art exhibition. "It's time people saw your work," she said. Aman was hesitant but eventually agreed, swayed by her unwavering belief in him. The day of the exhibition was a turning point. Aman's sketches, displayed in the modest stall, drew admiration from townsfolk. One of his drawings, a detailed sketch of the banyan tree with children playing under it, caught the eye of the local journalist. The story made it to town's newspaper, and suddenly Aman's art was the talk of Kanakpur. Kavya's father, too, couldn't ignore the buzz. One evening, he found himself staring at Aman's sketch in the newspaper. When Kavya walked in, he sighed. "He is talented," her father admitted, "but talent doesn't change the way society thinks, Kavya." "Then we'll change the society." Kavya replied, her voice resolute. one step at a time. As the weeks passed, Kavya and Aman's bond grew stronger. They faced their share of challenges, judgmental neighbors, whispered gossip, and even moments of doubt. But through it all, they found solace under the banyan tree, their sanctuary amongst the chaos. One evening, as they sat under the tree, Aman pulled out a sketch pad. I have something for you, he said, handing her a drawing. It was a sketch of the banyan tree, but this time it wasn't just a landmark. It was alive with memories. Kavya reading a book, Aman sketching, and the two of them laughing together. It's it's beautiful, Kavya whispered, tears in her eyes. Aman smiled and said, "It's us." The banyan tree, once a silent witness, now held their story within its roots. Over time, Kavya's father came to accept their bond, realizing that love and understanding mattered more than societal expectations. Years later, the townsfolk still spoke about Kavya and Aman, the girl who believed in change and the boy who brought his art to life. And the banyan tree stood tall, its branches whispering their story to anyone willing to listen. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Do let us know in the comments. Thank you.